But when the twin mentalities came together, they produced the first life, the lifelessness, and settled on the state of the last condition of existence. The worst of the druggist, but the ashestas, the best mind. The drudges choose between the twin mentalities, the one who perpetuated the worst deeds, but he who was inspired by the most bountiful mentality that has clothed upon the most adamantine stone quarried heavens as a garment, and he who has cheerfully satisfied Ahura Mazda with sincere deeds choose justice. The Devas did not discriminate accurately between these two, because just as they were deliberating, there came upon them a delusion, so that they chose the worst mind, so that altogether they rushed over to fury, through which they affect the life of man with disease. And to this man, now sick, came Mazda Ahura, with the power realm, with good disposition and justice, and love endowed the sick body of man with firmness and endurance, so that he may become the first of those surviving tests of passing through the metallic trails and through the retributions. And thereupon, when the punishments of those malefactors shall occur, then the saved man shall obtain for thee, O Mazda, with the help of good disposition, the power realm, which will be the fulfillment of the world's destiny. And this will be obtained by those who shall deliver the drudge into the hands of justice. And may we be those who shall make the life progressive or purposeful. Assemble together along with justice, O Ahura's Mazda, and come hither, so that here, where our thoughts formerly developed separately, they may now mature together, fuse, and become wisdom. Then shall the success of the drudge break down, and those who shall be attaining a good renown shall obtain their reward, meeting at the good dwelling of the disposition, Mazda, and justice. When, O ye mortals, have familiarized yourself with these commandments of Mazda, about the twin mentalities, which mean prosperity as opposed to adversity. Prosperity as opposed to adversity. And the length of the suffering of the drudgist, as contrasted with the useful progress of the ashistas. When I repeat, you fully realize the significance of this contrast. I feel quite sure none of you will hesitate to delay to enter into that desired abode of praise. Man, they're going out there. I don't want to. All right. A prayer for enlightenment. Minding these your commands, O gods, let us pronounce speeches unheeded by those who would, by the commands of grudge destroy the substance of justice. But most acceptable to them who will trust in Mazda. But since the preferable path is not always obvious, therefore, as heaven-appointed arbiter and judge over both parties will I go to you, that we may live in accordance with justice. In order that I may cause all men to choose aright, I pray to thee, Ahura Mazda, with the tongue of thy mouth to tell what satisfaction taught through justice thou wilt give to both contending parties through mentality and fire. What is thy command for the enlightened, that we may understand that command? And this command is that as far as justice and the other Ahuras Mazda are willing to be invoked, through compensation and love and the best disposition, so far shall I seek for myself power of the realm by vigorous increase whereof we may defeat the drudge. Tell me, O Ahura Mazda, what is not to occur and what is to occur, in order that I may distinguish that whatever success therein you may have given me through justice. Oh my goodness. Through good disposition may ponder over this, so that by understanding it fully I may gather them from a reward. This is the best reward of life, namely the realm which the man who receives it for his own concurrent advantage increase for the Mazda through good disposition. They're talking about the saint realm, I guess, because Ahura Mazda is just the Holy Spirit, or the unknowable Father, and Zoroaster is kind of like, here we go. Zoroaster is kind of like Jesus in a way. I would say he was a type of Christ for sure. Has nothing to do with the Christ impulse or stream or anything of that sort. I think that's just a natural occurrence for everybody. I don't know why they call it the Christ stream or whatever, because it has nothing to do with Jesus or his line. And the best discerner in the Bible is actually Solomon, who had more discernment than Jesus. But that's probably another conversation. But yeah, like between Gnosis and Zoroastrian fire worship, which is basically worshiping the fire of the Holy Spirit. Not any jinns or anything. But jinns can and are worshipped. I don't recommend it because they all are into murder and whatnot. Very evil. And when you do evil, you age rapidly, you deteriorate. But when you do positive or good, your body regenerates, your cells come back to life. It's like your DNA gets back into the wave of God. And once you become like one who walks in the Spirit constantly, your body does go through changes. but they're really awesome changes, I think. Like, I did some crazy things that I don't want to talk about because I shouldn't. And, yeah, I mean, like, the Bible, just the book of John alone tells you what to do to obtain your divine righthoods or your sonship. It's a good initiator, I think. Check it out. The book of John. And then in Revelations it says like all these things have to be embodied. It pretty much says that through all of the New Covenant, really, if you look for it. Also, I notice that all the protagonists in the Bible, from an outside standpoint of religion, because I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. There's a huge difference, right? Like a spiritual person isn't just a one day a week kind of God lover. A spiritual person loves God every minute of the day, with everything they have. That's all they think about. This is just my opinion, but it's formulated by everything. Anthropology. I like the occult knowledge. I like philosophy. I like poetry. I like movies. I like books. I like fiction. I like nonfiction. I like fantasy. I like science. I like quantum physics. I like chromodynamic quantum physics. That's where you'll find scientific or mathematical proof of God's existence. Quantum dynamics. Chromodynamic quantum physics. Chromo meaning that there's three colors, red, green, and blue, that compose of a molecule. And when the molecules are, I'm not sure if they're molecules or whatever, but atoms, quarks, neutrons, electrodes, whatever. But like whenever they rotate around each other, occasionally they change colors with each other, adding to a weird phenomenal energy exchange that can lead to a lot of deep things if you're a heavy thinker. But anyways, like I don't know why I started saying that, but I like Jesus. I love Jesus. I love the unknowable Father, the monad. I love Gnosis. I don't like Gnosticism because I believe they incorporate black magic in it. Like the Bruce Codex is like complete opposite of what Jesus was teaching, per se. But that, again, this is all just my opinion. I want to talk about the Ascended Masters soon. I'll read some of that Gnosis in the Law. You can find it on the YouTube. Gnosis in the Law. Someone else, the good narrator. I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name, but giving voice to the wisdom of ages or whatever. Oh, he's so awesome. He has the best voice and he's really intelligent, and I love talking to him whenever I get the chance to remember to go over and listen to a book. But since I started reading, I haven't really listened to any books. So anyways, have a marvelous day, my beloveds. Anybody that watches this show or whatever it is, thank you so much, and blessed be to you.